Hi everybody, Katy Mackenzie here in the TMG studio with George Davis, who is a mover, owner, operator of Power Movers Moving. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
So what we wanted to talk about today, and I wanted to get information from you on, is why people should hire a mover over moving themselves.
So the first barrier to hiring movers is typically cost. You see a lot of trucks cruising around town with advertised rates, and what people don't realize is those rates are just a start. There's also liability insurance, there's cost for the fuel, and there's also cost for mileage. So that rate represents not even a third generally of what you're moving. There are situations where it can be beneficial, not usually.
So their first sticker price looks cheaper to rent a van, do it yourself, but then there's those add-ons. So it's actually, or it could be cheaper, hiring you.
Well, it won't be necessarily cheaper. However, you can spend maybe twice the money and do 0% of the work. Whereas renting the truck costs you 30 or 40%, and now you get to do 100% of the work. You get 100% of the liability.
Yeah, true.
So it's not really much of a savings,
But then that also speaks to the fact that there is increased liability, like physical liability and liability in driving a rented truck.
If your physical ability is just not there, you might have a really rough time. Most landlords don't like to watch you move out of the unit for 2 or 3 days. They kind of want it done like now. Especially if you have an elevator booking, you have about 2, maybe 4 hours to get everything done.
Yeah.
And if you go over that, it's going to cost you more money. Not even think about the motor vehicle accident. What's a motor vehicle accident going to cost you? If you can't drive without shoulder checking, or you can't drive without a rear view mirror, you have a really hard time driving a moving truck yourself as well.
So you mentioned that to me, that the trucks don't have the side mirror, or you can't see, you can't shoulder check like you do in your regular vehicle. Most of us don't drive a how many ton truck that you have.
Oh,
so
anywhere from 1 ton to 5 ton.
yeah, how do you back that up, right? So
you have to be really good with your convex mirrors, and then you have to trust someone else on the other side of you to spot you when you back out into traffic, because the vehicle is 33 feet long, a regular vehicle is only 10 feet long.
Yeah. So cost, liability, why else should they hire you over
the experience?
Doing it.
People hate moving because they keep doing it themselves. If you hire a good mover to do it for you, maybe a day's work to you is $200, $300, $400, $500. It doesn't really matter. Oftentimes moving a unit costs less than the damage deposit. And most people are able to get a damage deposit to rent a unit, but you can't spend close to the same amount to move it. It's a luxury most people can actually afford when you think about it.
So long story short, hire a mover. Hire George Power Movers.
Yeah, that'll probably help you a lot in that situation.
So how do they get a hold of you?
So I have a phone number called 604-779-6076. Or you can find us at powermoves.ca. Or you can find us on Google.
Awesome. If you have any other questions, feel free to connect with George, or you can reach him through me as well. Thanks for being with us today in the studio, and thanks to everyone watching. Talk to you soon.